I'm Jim Parsons. I'm the pastor of Milford Hills United Methodist Church in Salisbury, North Carolina. I'm coming to you from our new studio, which is an amazing place that we have built and created to hopefully improve and to build our digital ministry from. And so we're glad that you are joining us for this time. I wanted to thank you for joining me for this little midweek refresher of what we did in worship. I have a rough idea of what I would like to do during this video and during this time together, but the thing I'm stuck on is the name. What do we call this? You know, I played with midweek refresh or reignite, and none of them kind of got me excited about what I hope will be able to boost your week or to help you reconnect what we did in worship this past Sunday. And so help me out. Leave a suggestion in the comments or on our group page or wherever you can. You can email me at jim@milfordhillsumc.org with what you hope to maybe call this time together, and maybe we can brand it a little bit together. If you haven't worshiped with us already, you can go to milfordhillsumc.org/worship, and you can see our opportunities there. We meet on Sundays at 10 a.m., both online and in person. And so this kind of recaps what we did on that Sunday. So this past Sunday, we started a new Christian year. It was the first Sunday of Advent, this first Sunday that we always start a new Christian year with. And it's a special time. It's a season of preparation. It's a holy season of getting ready to be in the right mood, in the right spiritual space for a high holy day of Christmas, or really the season of Christmas. I'm sure your family has plenty of traditions that they have to go through. I'm sure there are a specific movie that you have to watch every time December hits, or there's a certain batch of cookies that you need to make, or decorations just have to be in a specific spot in your house in order for you to be in the right space and the right mind to welcome Christ on Christmas morning. And we have plenty of traditions in our church as well. And one of those is lighting of the Advent wreath. An Advent wreath is a circle and has 4 candles on the outside and then 1 candle in the middle. The 4 candles on the edges, they can represent many different things. There's nothing specific that says it has to mean this. So it changes in different denominations and in different congregations. But the center one, the white candle, is the Christ candle. And it is lit on Christmas Eve and then every Sunday during the Christmas season. Yes, there's a Christmas season. The season lasts 12 days long. Now, somebody should write a song about that so we can always remember the 12 days of Christmas. Now, in different congregations or denominations, those 4 candles on the outside, which could be purple or blue, and one of them can be red or pink, they represent different things. They could represent different people of the Nativity, like Mary and Joseph, the shepherds and the wise men, or the prophets, the Old Testament, the New Testament, many different things. It could represent aspects like God, like God's promises or righteousness, joy and love. But for us here at Milford Hills United Methodist Church, each of these weeks represents hope, peace, joy, and love as we kind of count down the weeks until Christmas. This season, we're asking different Sunday school classes to share this opportunity to light a Christmas or Advent candle. And so this week, the Golden Rule class lit the first candle, the candle of hope.
Advent bids us to wait. Our bodies are still, yet they reach out to the holy. The priest Zechariah declares his prophecy. Blessed be the Lord of Israel, for God has looked favorably upon God's people and redeemed them. It is a decoration bursting with the meaning of memory. It is a decoration for a people who find hope in God. In the stillness is waiting. God is in this. On this first Sunday of Advent, we light the candle of hope, the light of hope for you, for me, and for this beautiful, broken world. May God burn bright in every corner of our lives. Amen.
Advent is a time of preparing, and nothing helps us better to prepare than music. Music can put us in the right space of our history, of our time, our childhood, in a moment, specific space, whatever. Music takes us back and helps kindle our memories and emotions. For me, anytime I hear Andy Williams, the most wonderful time of the year, I am taken back to my childhood living room as we decorate our Christmas tree, or the kitchen as we bake certain specific cookies, Spritz cookies in my house. So music ties us to this season of preparation. And so let us hear our choir's anthem from this past Sunday as they sing of the joy when Emmanuel has come. During these midweek videos, I simply want to share some of the special parts of my sermon that I hope you can take throughout the week and to give you an extra boost or to reconnect you again to the message on Sunday and how that can help you through your week. Please feel free. If there's a certain part of my sermon that spoke to you, then leave a comment. Let me know what has given you strength and hope throughout this week on this first week of Advent. I wanted to make sure you understood, though, how powerful hope truly can be.
Hope is a little funny. Hope roots itself in the traditions of the past, grows support in the present, and then blossoms to give us strength to live into the future.
So how is hope rooted in the past? Hope feels like something that's supposed to be in the future, something that, quite hasn't come yet. But it does come from the past because hope is proven there. And because it's in the past, we can have strength for the future. So listen again.
So how does it root itself in the traditions of the past? Well, we have the Bible for proof of that. When we read about Moses and the Hebrew people in slavery, but then they're set free, Moses gives them hope to see a new way of life. But then that life takes a turn and takes a long time to get to that promise. We can read that now and understand the journey of life. It may take 40 years to get to where we need to be going. We need to spend some time in the wilderness first. But we get there in the end.
Hope continues to grow in the present. It's rooted in the past, but it grows here in the present because this is where we live. This is where we have to put that hope into practice. Hope gives us permission to name our realities that we are dealing with, to name the struggles that we have, the darkness that is in our world. We can do that because of hope.
This gives us the ability to put in perspective what we are living through, here and now. It's been 100 years since a major pandemic has ripped through the country and world. And however, the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic went from February of 1918 to April of 1920. That's 26 months of struggling. We're 21 months into our struggle. And we can feel that there's still part of the journey to go. But this also tells us, just as the scriptures do, that it will not last forever. Jesus points to the fig tree to make out his point and promise. He says, when they sprout leaves, you can see for yourself and know that summer is near. We can see what is coming because we know what is coming. This hope, found in the reality of what is, that this is all temporary, gives us strength to put one foot in front of the other and just keep going.
Hope is rooted in the past, it grows in the present, but it also blossoms in the future. It gives us courage to face the future, and we have proof that it works, and so we can move ahead into whatever the future holds, not afraid, because we hold on to this hope that God gives us.
The hope that we cling to, the hope that we find rest and strength in, is a reality of what is to come. The future is in God's hand, and eventually, someday, the world is going to be restored. Until that day comes, we keep working, we keep moving, we keep going, we keep loving because we know the love of Christ here and now.
As you go into the future of this Advent season, during this weird time of a global pandemic that we're still living through, my prayer is that you will grab hold of the hope that God has given you. A friend of mine sent me this wonderful quote, and she sent it on a Saturday, so I didn't have time to make it into my sermon. And I really like it because it gives us a true sense of what hope is. It comes out of the movie series or the book series, The Hunger Games, and it's a quote by President Snow, which, if you're not familiar with, is the main villain and the main antagonist of the series. Here's his quote on hope. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. A little hope is effective. A lot of hope is dangerous. During this Advent season, may you have a dangerous type of hope that lights up the darkness of the world. Peace be with you, and have a great rest of the week.